Picture this. You're sitting inside your old, beat-up car, a car you pour memories, miles, and every paycheck into, when a complete stranger slams her door into it, so hard you feel the impact shake your seat. Then she looks you dead in the eyes and walks away, not apologizing, not acknowledging, not caring. In that moment, something inside me snapped, not in anger, but in clarity. If she wanted disrespect, she was about to learn something far worse, consequences. And by the time she returned to her car, she would discover a lesson she would never forget. If you've ever been treated like your property, your time, or your dignity doesn't matter, hit that like button and subscribe for more emotionally charged revenge stories where justice finds the people who think they're above it. Now, let me take you back to that day. My name is Lucas Hale, and this story happened in Pacific Ridge, a quiet coastal city where every parking lot is always too small and every driver thinks they're the main character. Back then, I drove a tiny 2007 Cobalt Blue Lancer hatchback, a car that had survived road trips, heartbreaks, college finals, and 2 jobs. It wasn't pretty. The paint had faded to a dull ocean gray. The passenger door handle was missing. The gas door dangled like a loose tooth. But it was mine. Paid off. Earned. A symbol of years of struggling and stubborn survival. And in a few days, I was finding to sell to a local cars for cash dealer. That morning, I parked outside Harbor Mart, a grocery store near the shoreline. I had the windows down, the sea breeze drifting in, and I was scrolling to the paperwork for selling the car. That's when I heard it, a deep metallic crack, like someone swung a hammer into my passenger door. I froze. A woman, mid-40s, heavy-set, wearing bright red lipstick and a floral dress, had parked her SUV so close that her door couldn't even fully open. So she used my car to brace her body as she squeezed out. I saw the dent deepen. I saw a red paint smear across my mirror. I heard the plastic casing snap. And the most unbelievable part, she didn't flinch. Not a wince. Not a pause. Not a glance of embarrassment. She knew. She absolutely knew. I opened my door and stepped out. "Ma'am," I said, trying to stay polite, "you just dented my car. We should exchange insurance information." She looked over her shoulder, annoyed that I had interrupted her little waddle toward the store. She waved me off and kept walking. "I saw you do it," I repeated, firmer. She didn't stop, but she did something worse. She smirked. A tiny, satisfied, dismissive smirk, like my car, and by extension, I were beneath her concern. My chest tightened. My pulse rose, not from anger, but from the deep, hollow feeling of being disrespected on purpose. She entered the store without a word, and that was the moment I realized this wasn't about the dent. It was about something bigger, the way she dismissed my existence like I didn't matter at all. I followed her inside, not to start a fight, but because I knew if I didn't stand up for myself now, I'd replay this moment for months. But as I scanned the aisles, she kept slipping away, turning corners, pretending not to hear me calling out. Every avoidance, every glance back, every whispered ugh under her breath, she was enjoying this. She thought I was powerless, just some kid with a beater car, someone she could ignore without consequences. That's when I saw something that changed everything. A sticker machine. One of those cheap 50-cent machines filled with neon, ugly, tacky stickers. Stars, skulls, blob creatures, ridiculous cartoon animals. A machine no one over the age of 10 ever used. And a thought quietly entered my mind. A calm thought, a justified thought, a thought that made perfect sense. If she won't acknowledge what she did to my car, then she can deal with something happening to hers. Not destruction, not damage, just inconvenience, embarrassment, a reminder that disrespect travels both ways. I pulled out a handful of quarters from my glove compartment and started turning the metal crank. Click, a sticker, click, another, click, another. Ugly neon stickers with bulging eyes, crooked stars, hideous bubble letters, every one more ridiculous than the last. Her SUV was parked in the far corner of the lot, angled slightly over the line, as if she believed the world should make space for her. So I got to work. I started with her windshield. Slap, 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 then the hood, then the side mirrors, then the license plate, then, with particular care, the driver's side door. Layer upon layer tacky stickers, each one a little louder, a little uglier, a little more humiliating than the last. I wasn't destroying anything. No vandalism, no scratches, just pure, harmless inconvenience. A childish-looking reminder to a grown adult that actions have reactions. When I finished, I stepped back and admired the glowing monstrosity I created. Her shiny black SUV looked like it had been attacked by a kindergarten art class with unlimited sugar and zero supervision. I moved my car 3 rows away, tucked between 2 vans, and waited, and waited, and waited. 20 minutes passed, then 30. Finally, she appeared. She stopped halfway across the lot, her face scrunched, her eyes widened, her jaw dropped, and then it happened. happened, she erupted, a full-body tantrum. She screamed. She cursed. She stomped around her SUV like a toddler denied candy. People stared. Someone laughed. A man pulled out his phone. She scraped stickers with her nails, then tried using her keys, then started yelling at the sky like the universe itself had betrayed her. And as I watched from the distance, a calm warmth spread through my chest. Not joy, not pettiness, just balance, justice in the smallest, most poetic form. She eventually drove off, stickers still clinging to her side mirrors and door, her rage trailing behind her like exhaust. And as for me, I drove home peacefully for the first time in months, because disrespect is contagious, but so is accountability. Sometimes justice isn't about hurting someone. It's about reminding them they don't get to walk through life stepping on people who can't fight back. That day, I learned something important. People show their character in the smallest moments, and they deserve to meet the consequences of the character they choose, even if the consequence comes in the form of 50 neon stickers. If this story hit you in the gut, if it reminded you of a time someone treated you like you didn't matter, hit that like button. Tell me in the comments, what's the most disrespectful thing someone ever got away with until they didn't? And subscribe for more emotionally charged revenge stories where justice always, eventually finds its way home.